Hey guys, how's it going? Companion. Today I want to go over, a little bit of a topic that I talked about before. It's why you shouldn't give up a game and how you should play from that position. When it comes to the early game of any game in Hearthstone, often it's just whoever gets the better opening hand. So roughly half the time you're going to be losing at the start of the game. But that doesn't mean that the game is lost, and that is more true now than ever before, even though we're playing a super heavy tempo type of Hearthstone these days. And the reason that is because a lot of the options are very unpredictable. Now when it comes to construction, you might not have these options, but when it comes to arena, this has, kind of propelled to a huge degree, largely through the League of Explorer Discover mechanic. While previously, you may not have thought that you had a card in your deck that helped you. Maybe you knew you had that one taunt, and maybe you draw that one taunt, and, well, yeah, that's what it is, and maybe you can win the game off of that. But these days, you can play Discover cards, just so many of them, and so many of them are common. They happen all the time, and you could get cards that you just didn't think were possible or just super unlikely, but actually had a chance. So what's really important now more than ever before is that you actually play through every single moment of every single game, because you're really never out of the game until the very end when your HP hits 0. And right before that, you don't want to lose confidence. You don't want to do anything dumb just because you're losing. Well, if you're losing, you're probably going to end up losing, but that's not necessarily the case. And there are certain strategies to play when you're behind that are very important. Usually when you're behind, you have to make the highest tempo plays, even though they might get punished really, really badly. So for instance, if your opponent has like a 2-attack minion and he's a mage, you might not want to play like a 3 health 4 drop. But if you play a 3 health 4 drop, it might actually require the mage to ping it so you get a little bit more tempo out of that, even though you might just be able to play a smaller minion to trade. There's other cases where if your opponent has like 2/2/1 minions and you have like a 2/3 on like turn 3 and you really want to ping one of their guys, sometimes it's just better to play like very, very not greedy, so you can just edge marginally into the game. It becomes a closer back and forth game, and that's when some of the more random things, some of the big drops might actually make a real difference. And it's also very important to realize that when you're really behind, sometimes you just have to chip away at your opponent's HP pool. Sometimes being behind means that your opponent has 7 cards in their hand to 2 cards in your hand, so you're not going to win a back and forth game. So you have to end the game as soon as possible. You got to realize these things, but in the end, the final blow, the final play usually comes from a fairly random effect, and those possibilities are so much more vast now with the Discover mechanics and a few other cards introduced recently to the game. So stick in there, guys. No game is a last game until the very end. You got to play your best every single time, and in the end, hopefully, the results will show. Today I want to show you guys a game that highlights exactly this, and it was one of my favorite games that I played in recent times. So hope you guys like it, hope you guys learned something, hope you guys are at least a little bit amused, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sniper-oni it again, you think? Let's try to go for a 2-drop a bit more aggressively. Yeah, it's very good. I never played Star Wars The Old Republic. People said the questing system was pretty good, but there was really nothing else after that. This is how I lost with my other deck. I have to do that. Just lost to a fat fuck in arena with a reversing switch Flamewaker. Yeah, no.
This is our time, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Probably should have played the Shade. No, actually this is fine. I can play the Yeti next turn. And then I could do Shade Ping if I need to. Let's just do Shredder. Shredder actually has to survive staying alive, has a chance of staying alive. Oh, that's pretty bad.
You're in trouble now.
Not bad. Well, that was definitely a good decision.
As the master wishes.
I think the ping is weak. 4-3 into the 4-3. Yeah, it's balanced. We can play a Reno if we draw him.
Victory for Sylvanas.
No, we're still getting bullied right now, but maybe it'll change. Oh my god.
X marks the spot.
Oh. We're at 1 right now.
Dingo. Nox
How is it so perfect, dude? He's not missed like a mana crystal. He's had 0 bad turns. He's played 0 bad cards. Okay, we can still win. We just need Frost Nova.
You want it? I got it.
There it is. Okay,
Give me a quest.
last card. Winner! Who's bullying who now?
You want it? I got it.
Give me that shit.
I'll get him.
Easiest game ever. Oh man, holy shit. That's why you don't concede, bros. That's why.